In black cinema, the 2000s were a transformational decade. Movies like the brutal police drama, Training Day, and the Ray Charles biography, Ray, were released in this decade. The Pursuit of Happiness motivated us with its inspirational story of tenacity, and Hotel Rwanda illuminated a troubling chapter in history. Precious made a lasting impression with its unvarnished and potent story. Here are some popular black films from the 2000s, in no particular order. 1. Barbershop, 2002, a day in the life of a barbershop on the south side of Chicago. Calvin, who inherited the struggling business from his deceased father, views the shop as nothing but a burden and waste of his time. After selling the shop to a local loan shark, Calvin slowly begins to see his father's vision and legacy and struggles with the notion that he just sold it out. 2. Training Day, 2001, on his first day on the job as a narcotics officer, a rookie cop works with a rogue detective who isn't what he appears. 3. Paid in Full, 2002, Ace is an impressionable young man working for a dry cleaning business. His friend, drug dealer Mitch, goes to prison. In an unrelated incident, he finds some cocaine in a pants pocket. Soon, Ace finds himself dealing cocaine for Lulu. Ace moves to the top of the Harlem drug world. Of course, unfaithful employees and/or rivals conspire to bring about Ace's fall. 4. White Chicks, 2004, two FBI agent brothers, Marcus and Kevin Copeland, accidentally foil a drug bust. As punishment, they are forced to escort a pair of socialites to the Hamptons, where they're going to be used as bait for a kidnapper. But when the girls get minor scars from a car accident, they refuse to go. Left without options, Marcus and Kevin decide to pose as the sisters, transforming themselves from African-American men into a pair of blonde, white women. 5. Scary Movie, 2000, following on the heels of popular teen scream horror movies, with uproarious comedy and biting satire. Marlon and Shawn Wayans, Shannon Elizabeth, and Carmen Electra pitch in to skewer some of Hollywood's biggest blockbusters, including Scream, I Know What You Did Last Summer, The Matrix, American Pie, and The Blair Witch Project. 6. Bad Boys 2, 2003, Out of Control, trash-talking buddy cops Marcus Burnett and Mike Lowry of the Miami Narcotics Task Force reunite, and bullets fly, cars crash and laughs explode as they pursue a whacked-out drug lord from the streets of Miami to the barrios of Cuba. But the real fireworks result when Marcus discovers that Playboy Mike is secretly romancing Marcus' sexy sister. 7. Like Mike, 2002, Calvin and his friends, who all live in an orphanage, find old shoes with the faded letters MJ connected to a power line. One stormy night, they go to get the shoes when Calvin and the shoes are struck by lightning. Calvin now has unbelievable basketball powers and has the chance to play for the NBA. 8. Stomp the Yard, 2007, after the death of his younger brother, a troubled 19-year-old street dancer from Los Angeles is able to bypass juvenile hall by enrolling in the historically black Truth University in Atlanta, Georgia. But his efforts to get an education and with a girl he likes are sidelined when he is courted by the top two campus fraternities, both of which want and need his fierce street-style dance moves to win the highly coveted national step show competition. 9. Love and Basketball, 2000, Quincy McCall, Omar Epps, and Monica Wright, Sanaa Lathan, grew up in the same neighborhood and have known each other since childhood. As they grow into adulthood, they fall in love, but they also share another all-consuming passion, basketball. 10. Drumline, 2002, a fish-out-of-water comedy about a talented street drummer from Harlem who enrolls in a southern university, expecting to lead its marching band's drumline to victory. He initially flounders in his new world, before realizing that it takes more than talent to reach the top. 11. ATL, 2006, as four friends prepare for life after high school, different challenges bring about turning points in each of their lives. The dramas unfold and resolve at their local roller skating rink, Cascade. 12. The Pursuit of Happiness, 2006, a struggling salesman takes custody of his son as he's poised to begin a life-changing professional career. 13. Brown Sugar, 2002, Sydney is a writer who's just left her LA Times music review gig to edit New York hip-hop magazine XXL. Dre is an executive with a hip-hop record company based in New York. They've known each other since they met as children, when both discovered hip-hop for the first time. Now that they're back together, they should be perfect for each other, except that Dre's about to marry lawyer Reese and Sydney claims not to be interested in Dre romantically. 14. Ray, 2004, born on a sharecropping plantation in northern Florida, Ray Charles went blind at 7. Inspired by a fiercely independent mom who insisted he make his own way, he found his calling and his gift behind a piano keyboard. Touring across the southern musical circuit, the soulful singer gained a reputation and then exploded with worldwide fame when he pioneered coupling gospel and country together. 15. You Got Served, 2004. At Mr. Rad's warehouse, the best hip-hop crews in Los Angeles compete for money and respect. But when a suburban crew crashes the party, stealing their dancers and their moves, two warring friends have to pull together to represent the street and Lil Saint. 16. Baby Boy, 2001. The story of Jody, a misguided, 20-year-old African-American who is really just a baby boy, finally forced to face the commitments of real life. Streetwise and jobless, he has not only fathered two children by two different women, Yvette and Peanut, but still lives with his own mother. He can't seem to strike a balance or find direction in his chaotic life. 17. Friday After Next, 2002. Craig and Day Day have finally moved out of their parents' houses and into their own crib. The cousins work nights at a local mall as security guards. When their house is robbed on Christmas Eve, they team up to track him down. 18. Coach Carter, 2005. Based on a true story, in which Richmond High School head basketball coach Ken Carter made headlines in 1999 for benching his undefeated team due to poor academic results. 19. Dream Girls, 2006. Three young women dream of becoming pop stars, and get their wish when they're chosen to be backup singers for the legendary James Thunder Early. 20. Akilah and the Bee, 2006. 11-year-old Akilah Anderson's life is not easy. Her father is dead, her mom ignores her, her brother runs with the local gangbangers. She's smart, but her environment threatens to strangle her aspirations. Responding to a threat by her school's principal, Akilah participates in a spelling bee to avoid detention for her many absences. Much to her surprise and embarrassment, she wins. Her principal asks her to seek coaching from an English professor named Dr. Larrabee for the more prestigious Regional B. As the possibility of making it all the way to the Scripps National Spelling Bee looms, Akilah could provide her community with someone to rally around and be proud of, but only if she can overcome her insecurities and her distracting home life. 21. Remember the Titans, 2000. After leading his football team to 15 winning seasons, Coach Bill Yost is demoted and replaced by Herman Boone, tough, opinionated, and as different from the beloved Yost as he could be. The two men learn to overcome their differences and turn a group of hostile young men into champions. 22. Diary of a Mad Black Woman, 2005. Charles McCarter and his wife Helen are about to celebrate their 18th wedding anniversary, when Helen comes home to find her clothes packed up in a U-Haul van, parked in the driveway. Charles is divorcing her. Helen moves in with her grandmother Medea, an old woman who doesn't take any lip from anyone. Medea helps Helen through these tough times by showing her what is really important in life. So this list is obviously missing a few gems, but this video would have been over an hour long. What was your favorite film from the list? Or which films would you add? Drop a comment below and thanks for watching Black Hollywood.